Salem is about to witness one of the most chaotic weddings in its long and dramatic history as Jada Hunter prepares to walk down the aisle, only to be confronted with the ultimate betrayal and deception. Jada has had an inkling that something wasn't quite right in the weeks leading up to her big day. The man standing by her side, the man she had fallen for, had been acting strangely, his mannerisms slightly off, his responses to intimate moments uncharacteristic, and his temper flaring at the oddest times. But she chalked it up to pre-wedding jitters, stress, or even exhaustion from work. Never in her wildest dreams did she suspect that the man she was about to marry was not her fiancé at all. For weeks, Arnold Feniger had been parading around Salem under a false identity, seamlessly slipping into another man's life. As a skilled impersonator with a knack for deception, he fooled nearly everyone, except for those who paid close attention. And unfortunately for Jada, she had overlooked the signs. As the wedding ceremony begins, an unexpected interruption sends the room into chaos. Brady arrives with undeniable evidence, proof that the man standing at the altar is not who he claims to be. The tension in the room is palpable, guests exchanging nervous glances as the air grows thick with uncertainty. Arnold, fully committed to the deception, doesn't back down. Instead, he turns the tables in a shocking twist, making public accusations against Jada, alleging corruption within the Salem Police Department. His words strike a nerve, especially when the so-called evidence against Jada appears to support his claims. Behind the scenes, DiMera has orchestrated this spectacle with his usual ruthless cunning. He has gone to great lengths to ensure that Jada is removed from her position and publicly disgraced. And with Paulina Pricecarver watching everything unfold, the scheme appears to be working. The powerful politician takes the bait, falling for the deception and preparing to take immediate action. With her career hanging by a thread, Jada barely has time to process the accusations before being escorted away in front of stunned wedding guests. As the weight of the situation sinks in, she begins to piece together the many oddities that had plagued her relationship in recent weeks. And then, as if the day couldn't get any worse, she learns another heartbreaking truth. Her supposed fiancé had been unfaithful, having taken another woman to bed before this entire mess exploded. Jada is left reeling from not just one betrayal, but two. The man she loved had been leading a double life, and now, her entire world is crumbling around her. But as devastating as the situation is, the truth is even more shocking. This isn't just a case of infidelity and corruption. This is something far more sinister. Unknown to the guests at the wedding, the real Rafe Hernandez has been held captive, imprisoned in a dark, cold basement, unaware of how long he's been trapped. After being ambushed and knocked unconscious, he has spent days, perhaps even weeks, fighting for a way out. And now, after multiple failed attempts, he finally manages to break free. With desperation fueling his every move, Rafe races against the clock, pushing through exhaustion and pain to get to the wedding before it's too late. Bursting through the doors, he arrives just in time to see his own imposter standing at the altar. The room erupts in gasps and murmurs as guests struggle to process what they are seeing. Jada is completely blindsided. Two identical men stand before her, one she thought she knew, and one who has fooled her for weeks. The deception, the lies, and the chaos all culminate in this one defining moment. Who is telling the truth? Who can she trust? With emotions running high, Jada demands answers. The real Rafe, still weak from his ordeal, desperately tries to explain, but the damage has already been done. She has been betrayed, manipulated, and made a fool of in front of her friends, family, and the entire town. And to make matters worse, she is still facing legal trouble, thanks to EJ's fabricated evidence. One thing is certain, this is just the beginning of a long and treacherous battle for justice, revenge, and redemption. Will she be able to clear her name and reclaim her position at the Salem PD? Stay tuned to Days of Our Lives as this shocking storyline continues to unfold in the weeks to come.